Round 2 of the Swiss stage of the Open Qualifier 1 in the RLCS. M80 handled the first round. A nice 3-0 sweep. We are on to TSM, consisting of Wavy, Hockey, and Creams. A TSM team that in the offseason has been gaining a lot of traction. It's just so unfortunate that that traction ends here when they meet the big dogs. And I'm not too worried that they scored first, because you might remember that the Muffin Men also scored first. And think about how that series went. Kickoff, rolling to Hockey. Some physical play from Nas. I think there were some bumps and a demo. Creams gonna have his dribble cut off as AJ, when he's on the wall, you're gonna see him dashing as much as possible. Some of the other players on M80 throwing that in as well, but certainly not as much as AJ. As Wavy gets a reset cut off by AJ. Hockey, he wants a ground double, but he's not going to get back to it. M80 did not have to play a ton of defense in their previous series. Looks like that might change here against the likes of TSM. Nas on 0 boost. Not able to get anything going as Wavy clears it all the way to the orange half. The double from Hockey is off target. Wavy actually almost helped us save it. Even if it was on target, it was going to go in that bottom corner where Wavy was at. Joryas, he's going to be able to get to the 100, but not get to the ball in time as Nas decides to just boom downfield. AJ stops Wavy's pinch in its tracks. But a passing play gets the ball taken off the top of Wavy. AJ to the back wall. Is there anyone there to finish? No, the angle's awkward. Joryas will try. But 2 players available to make that save. As Nas looks to keep it pinned in the midfield. Has the reset right as Wavy arrives. Uses that for the dash. And to the back wall of M80. Huge boom by Joryas. Hockey able to clear it before the AJ dunk. Joryas getting physical. Nas to himself. Nas has looked so good in open field, but he's actually going to pass infield to AJ. AJ can't quite get a good hold on it as his shot goes wide. Hockey able to send this up to let Nas go to work. Stealing pass to himself. No follow-up, but you can see the respect from TSM. Expecting him to get that touch. As AJ looking to be a pest. He's trying to break off the rotations of TSM, but it's not looking too great for them. Creams, he's going to side flip and not be able to get the finish. AJ against just Wavy. His flick on 0 boost stopped. Nas's pass to the wrong side of Joryas as he air dribbles. AJ cannot beat out Wavy. So a couple strong opportunities for M80 as they get going in this game, but nothing to break the seal. Nas to the ceiling. Hockey first to the ball. AJ will be there next. Soft touch to pass to himself. The double does not connect, and Wavy will send it all the way to the orange back wall. AJ just trying to pre-flip back onto that wall. Every touch, re-land on the wall can contain that possession. There's no one there to challenge. Nas just going to try and slot. Wavy was forced, I think, in and out of the net, but still made the save. Nas bump on Hockey. Creams has to make a tougher save as AJ able to pop the ball midfield while stealing the boost. He's going to try and take Wavy out. Nas to the ceiling. He has an open net if he can get it there, but not quick enough. As Hockey allowed to return to the play. Jory is going to pinch this one up into the corner. It is TSM on their last leg. Late save attempts over and over. Wavy's actually going to demo Joryas as Nas goes to slow play. Cannot beat all 3. The ball will head back to the orange back wall as Joryas leaves it in the midfield for Nas. AJ bumped as he started this one. Tried to quickly dash to regain his footing, but not clean enough. Joryas will pinch this one high. Hockey fakes low. AJ has the read. Hockey can't get the doink as Nas brings it across the net. Creams never allows it to be shootable. Nas, can he make some kind of shot happen here? He does prevent Wavy from getting a strong clear as Wavy had to wait for Nas's touch, and we're just watching from a demo person perspective. Will that first goal be the only goal as Nas 50s this down to the ground. Jorias puts one on target. Creams makes the save just barely. It has been a few last-second saves by just an inch for TSM to keep them holding on to this lead. Jorias can't stick with this ball. AJ put it directly into Hockey. Hockey's going to make two great challenges that likely end the game. Creams is double. Leaves TSM for another goal. But it really came all down to that Hockey double win that prevented M80 from staying in control. It's a good reset double off the back wall from Creams. But we're not worried if we're M80 because we go next. We still outshot them. 6 shots to 5. Game number 2. On to Forbidden Temple. The first loss of the official RLCS season. Joria is trying to slow play as he thought he saw an opportunity to maybe beat 2 defenders. But the lead man did well to bump him as he passed it to himself off the corner. Wavy inch it over the sidewall. Nas, really solid first touch to control it. Hockey there to intercept the infield pass. Creams and Wavy not communicating. A good sign for M80, but somehow TSM managed to keep a great possession out of that. That bump is going to leave the net somewhat open. Joria is able to make the first real save of game number 2. As Wavy just bumping Nas to keep him from being able to get back to the ball. Joris again tries to rip it across the whole field, but out of the reach of his teammate AJ, into the hands of Hockey. Now Nas making a nice save. Joris tried to get to the ball around him, but ultimately bumped Nas. That pass in field is not what AJ wanted. It leaves it for Creams. He's able to kill a 50 near the net. AJ needs a solid challenge here. Hockey does win it. Nas sending this one to the opposite wall. Jory's around 1. AJ playing lead blocker, but it's not going to be enough. Nas attempting to keep this close. Creams controls it though. Jory's takes Wavy out as M80, who have yet to score, are looking for ways to try and break up the TSM defense. Jory's reset to the back wall. All of TSM all the way there. Hockey is not worrying about the play. He's recognizing that his whole team is in the same spot. Might as well throw somebody forward to be a pest. But it does not lead to a goal. Just a shot attempt as Nas tries to get a win in the blue half. But Creams able to beat him to the ball. Hockey soft touch it to Creams, who's out of boost. Gets a respawn. This is maybe a decent position if Nas can find a way to get this out to the box. But no. TSM prevents that. A little double. Fortunately not on target. Nas and Joria is going to combine. Joria gets credited with the save, but it felt like Nas gave it the power. The long shot. Wavy is there for it. So the counterattack prevented. Nas controlling this one down. 50 at the midfield leaves for Joria, who is just going to try and pin one to the back wall. There was no touch until very late from TSM. They still get the win they needed. Joyas has 1 to beat, but a tough one to beat at that. Decides to try and pass over to AJ. Doesn't quite succeed. Creams intercepts. Creams again from the back corner in a scoreless game. Both sides have had their chances. Although admittedly, TSM has had maybe a couple better ones. Maybe nobody there to stop him, but also nobody to pass to. Wait a second. Wait just 1 second. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. So close to a TSM own goal. That would have been own goal of the century if somehow it happened. Nas pass infield, and you can see TSM panicking, leaving, worried about what Nas can do. And Nas, oh, not able to get the double. Jory's going to keep it on offense. AJ, though, recognizing he's last back, did not want to take the risk. Wavy actually beats AJ to the ball to put it in field. Nass will miss on his double. Jorea's off the ceiling. No dunk. Creams over the top of one. Nass has to avoid the bump pressure, and he does. Wavy. Nobody seems to have the boost to go up and stop him. He passes off to Hockey. AJ, great coverage. AJ has been the savior for M80 so far with this roster. Always seems to find a way to prevent good opportunities for the other team. AJ attempted infield to Hockey instead of his team. Got one demo, couldn't get a second. Hockey will be there again. As Nass resets on the back wall. Jory is trying to affect the play. Fortunately, Nass is quick, and he'll be first to that. And that was a dangerous pass infield. Jorya's going to put it up high in the corner so that he can get the follow-up touch. Hockey demos AJ and bumps Nass to prevent them from being able to make anything out of Joyce's hard work. Nass will send it to the ground. It'll be OT in game number 2. AJ in the back corner. Cannot get the win here. Nass at demo. Lob up from Jorea's. Wavy has to be careful. Does leave it to Creams. Jorea is continuing to chase them down. Trying to throw off defensive rotations. All it takes is one mistake. He feels comfortable in his team. Nass puts one on target. Creams is there though. Jorea is to the back wall. His double is scored by Wavy or Jorea is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one of them two scored it. I'll be honest. Jorea, oh, it was Jorea's. Okay, it looked like Wavy maybe owned gold. But the slow-mo is on Jorea's touch, and the Game 2 win is for M80, as they're the ones to break through finally after almost a couple minutes of OT. Wow. Nass. Game number 3. It seems like M80 has been able to stop the offensive TSM after preventing them from scoring for just about 6.5 minutes. But there was certainly a couple opportunities that required a miraculous AJ save to prevent from going down. Can they get away with that in the long term? Hopefully. But maybe that was just the beginning for an M80 team that so far has had a bit of a rough start in most of their matches. Even in the ones, they ultimately win. Doesn't seem like they come out absolutely firing on all cylinders, but they do end that way. I'm hoping for that again as Wavy gets past most of the defense, but not Jorea's. AJ can't win his dunk. Nass, what a pinch. Gonna buy his team some time. A little bit of relaxation. Hockey, that was actually an insane angle to own goal, but his team does help him out. I'm having that one bounce in. AJ pins this one high. It's going to be Wavy versus Nass. Wavy wants the double. Nass can't stop him. Wavy smart to not shoot this immediately, as Nass would have cleaned it up easily. We saw Nass make a couple nice saves earlier, but not going to be able to stop Wavy. Jorea's the reset over the top of one. Great extension too to maybe get Creams to miss, but Creams is able to intercept. Wavy not going to be able to beat AJ. He does push the ball in the blue half. Creams is double. Puts it in the back corner. Nass 50. Out to AJ. Going to be tough to make something happen here from this air dribble, but he does get Jorea's an opportunity. Creams and Wavy combining for their save. AJ puts this high off the ceiling in front of the net. Actually going to get credit with a shot. Nass, what a first touch. Although he seems to have run out of ideas of what to do with it. And now it will be Creams. Everyone's going to let this ball bounce off the back wall to start Nass in a solo play. And a little bit ahead of his dribble. Jorea's in field. Nass, a bump. Or a demo, I should say. But other players will clean it up. Nass pinch. AJ couldn't prevent Wavy from getting to clear. Jorea is keying it up to AJ. Says, AJ, just get the win. The double. Oh, AJ! Maybe just a tiny bit of help from Wavy. But you tee it up for AJ and he'll go to work. Oh, my goodness. A ridiculous shot from AJ. in a game in which nobody has been able to get pop-off goals. Both defenses have been so good at preventing shots like that, but I mean, there's nothing you could do when AJ pops off. Everybody was just waiting for that to happen. Nas gonna place one just off the crossbar and infield pass. AJ dives. Nas getting chased down. Wavy is trying to go for a bump, and he's chasing him all the way high on the back wall to get it, but he will not connect. Nas infield. Joya's one win, and actually almost snuck a shot in. That had no business scoring. AJ a fake. Nas has his shot saved. Is this M80 coming alive on the back of AJ's shot? Because all of a sudden, it's looking like previous series where it's just M80 shot after shot after shot. It feels like a matter of time before they get another one. Nas to the back wall. The double. Hockey cannot stop it. And Nas gives them the lead. An absolute barrage that started around the time of AJ's goal, allowing his squad to pop off. But just a little under 2 minutes left in the game. But this has been a somewhat low-scoring series. Every goal feels so important. AJ allowed to get back to the ball again. He'll put one off the back wall. Creams sends it to Jorias, who goes for a soft touch to the ceiling, back down, wins a 50, or at least wins it in the sense that he was in a really tough spot and got about as good of a hit as he could hope for. Nas can't get back to this one. Creams is dunked away as Wavy with 67 boost tries to attack everybody on M80. Nas will take it out of a shooting position. Can Nas redirect this one? No, he's not even going to try. You can see for a moment he thought about it. Creams to the ceiling. Hockey will stop the bounce. He doesn't want to see another high bounce. That just lets AJ go to work. AJ can't dunk Creams. Forces him to go high. Creams to the ceiling. Jorias tried to pre-jump this and ultimately just leaves it off for Nas to do the hard work. It has been TSM who have been on offense here a little bit. AJ trying to end that with a dribble of his own. Hockey met by Nas. Quick wave dash 50 to stay with that ball. AJ moving quickly to not allow TSM to get any sort of touch. It's been all M80 passing back to each other. Nas does get bumped, so was he the one who needed to finish the shot? Probably. AJ will stick around. Can he get an angle? Probably not. But 17 seconds left to go, and as long as M80 keep TSM reeling here in the blue half, they should be able to hold on for the finish, but Nas up early to carry this one to the net. Goal line 50 does not succeed. Actually, Wavy gets a clean touch over the top. Jorias will touch it down to the ground, and M80 will win game number 3 off the back of an amazing shot by AJ. Sheesh. Game number 4. M80 and TSM. Nas able to get the go-ahead shot in the previous game, but it was AJ who really broke it open and seemed to light a fire underneath M80. Jorias, you know he's always due for something as well. The previous weekend of the qualifier, everything he touched went into the net. Jorias flick high over the top. That's Wavy intercepts. Nas pass to himself, has the reset. AJ drops it low, and M80 don't take nearly as long to get their lead this time around, as Nas sees an opportunity to leave it for AJ, and he just puts it directly behind Creams, the toughest spot to save. And it's a 1-0 lead. Nas ready for this kickoff. Hockey gonna go to the ceiling. AJ up to clear it long before a double can be made. Creams puts one on target. Nas able to avoid the demo and get the save at the last second. TSM are trying to throw off defensive rotations by throwing somebody ahead. But Nas and AJ earlier somehow, some way, refused to get demoed. Joyas, though, is going to get demoed. Nas, no double. Joyas has to meet Creams. Hockey to the ceiling. Nas looking to read it, makes him go low, and AJ is able to make that save. Nas can look for Joyas, just Creams to beats. Good positioning from Creams in order to cut off that opportunity. Creams trying to go the distance of the field. M80 won't allow it. Nas has just Hockey back if he can play quickly. But Creams able to get there in time. Cut across the net. Joyas tried to sneak it into the bottom right. Couldn't do so. AJ with the beats. Nas is going to try and extend this dribble all the way to the ceiling. Seems like he just barely missed getting to the ceiling. And so instead, it'll take him 6 hours to float to the ground. So hopefully the rest of the squad can hang on. AJ never panicked for a second on that air dribble double. Knew Wavy wasn't going to find the angle. Nas hovering directly ahead of the ball too in order to discourage somebody from trying to come and challenge, because he can actually run out ahead of it and bump if they do. So they're forced to just wait and allow Nas to go to work. Hockey to the ceiling. Joyas puts it in a dangerous spot. But he's actually going to get another touch, and that's something that Joyas did so much previously too. Every time you felt like he was done hitting the ball. Ooh, what a save by AJ. Wavy couldn't get the power. AJ had to get underneath, coming from behind the shot to make the save. Crossbar down and in though. Creams will eventually score. And it was M80 reeling a little bit there. That was not the biggest angle though to score. They made it tough. Creams waiting until after Nas flies past on his challenge to take his shot. Joyas in the air, has the reset touch. Wavy does get a little bit of it, but it's actually still shootable, and that's why AJ dives. Nas has had a few different solo touches straight up in the air. This time he goes to the ceiling, back down. He's going to head ahead of the play to bump, but nobody else on M80 could really help him out. So it's actually a tough rotation. AJ has to be careful here. Hockey, though, also playing very safe. Maybe not recognizing just how tough of a spot AJ was in. Zero boost at the midfield. Teammates not really there to help him if he had gotten challenged, but fortunately for M80, he did not dive in. Nas reset, gets it past Hockey. Wavy will be first back to this ball. Slow play in order to get a win past one. Jory is going to try and muscle it through the entire TSM team. He sees AJ up ahead to the left. He's pre-jumped it. Oh, Creams intercepted the pre-jump. Creams has been playing well, stopping a couple great opportunities, and we needed a touch there. Wavy allowed to get two in a row. M80, AJ tried to pre-flip to affect it slightly, but couldn't do so. Allowed the hook shot from Wavy to give TSM the lead. Nas sending one to the back corner. AJ gets one read, gets the demo. And if Nas had full faith, I think he might have rushed in. But it's hard to know if AJ's going to get it for sure. He's going to pass down to Jorias. Hockey will demo AJ. No boost there for Jorias, so they'll be forced back. Actually, creative use of the flip. Nas predicting where the bounce up 50 was going to go and using his flip there. Actually worked out well. Nas to the corner where Jorias is waiting. His double leaves the ball awkward for Creams. This shot maybe could have been in, but a bit high. It is still M80 on offense. Nas pre-flip doesn't do enough. It is AJ being a pest. Can he allow his team to score? Hockey getting bumped left and right. AJ undercuts him, doesn't allow him to jump. If Nas could put it on target, it would have been a goal. This one to the back wall is going to get pinched down. It's going to be game 5. TSM's a good team, and they're going to send M80 all the way the distance. Oh my goodness. Game 5. TSM and M80. M80 will be the first to put a shot on target, but it's one that Creams has no trouble saving. Jorya's his challenge very easily read. Cream's going to go around him. Nas, huge boom. Jorya puts it on target, forcing him to make a save. Hockey actually did not land clean on the back wall. AJ has no follow-up, though. Demo will force M80 into defense. Jorya's going low because he sees that ceiling challenge. Does not want to play into it. Missed touch from Nas. Not going to matter as Jorya cleans it up. Hockey met by AJ. Jorya, can he win this race to Creams? Not fully, but it is still very favorable for them as Nas goes low 50. Can he cut it in? He does! Nas says, I'll do it myself. Enough of this passing. I've got it covered. Wavy gets low 50 and the quick landing. Such absolutely ridiculously quick landing to get the bottom right. A one's goal indeed. Nas knows how to score all by himself. Jorya is going to get dunked immediately. AJ actually, their last back, needs to get a couple favorable touches to buy time, which he does exactly that. Nas is going to put one on target. Force Hockey into the air, and he's going to try and cut off the last defender. Jorya's a tough position to make a double. He passes infield. AJ has the ball in a great spot. The placement is covered by Wavy. They had two defenders there, and still Nas almost found his way in. Jorya his double, just barely off target. Follow up in front of the net. It seems like when M80 gets a barrage going, they can be impossible to deal with, and one of those might be starting right now as Nas reset over the top. Hockey gets bumped. Can Nas beat Creams on the double? He can! Nas says, I'll dunk it on your head. Creams is there, but it doesn't seem to matter when you're Nas. He will send it directly into the net off the Creams touch. And a 2-0 lead in Game 5. Jorya's infield to AJ. AJ, powerful first touch. His double is just barely off target. AJ putting it at such speed that nobody but him would be able to get that follow-up touch. Nas, multiple resets. Goal line 50. AJ just barely can't force it through as Wavy is there to slow them down. Now it's Hockey stealing back corner boost and putting TSM in the orange half for the first time in Game 5. Dunk as Nas looks to try and make something out of a possession. Couldn't really find anything. AJ has a save. Little pop up to Nas. Let him go to work. And been going to work is what he's been doing. 2 resets. But Hockey able to easily take it away. Jorya should be there for this one. He sends it into the back wall for a huge clear. Wavy at ceiling heights. Met by Nas. It has been an extended possession here for TSM. Jorya is unable to get that out of dangerous way. Creams off the back wall. TSM has to dive in situations like that, but it is M80 more than likely to win that race. Everybody on this ball, 4 out of the 6 players combined to pinch it into the blue half. Hockey up high. Nas too quick. AJ will roll it up the side wall. Jorya couldn't get a clean play. The follow up from AJ will put it into the blue half. Creams getting chased down by Jorya, forced to make a play maybe he wouldn't want to. As Wavy passes off the back wall to Hockey. Nas, 50 favorable, but not enough for him to get back to it. Creams, air dribble. AJ does what's needed. Takes away the 50-er, takes away the car that can actually make the shot a tough one. And allows his teammates to have a very easy save. AJ can't win this 50. Creams back on the ball. Jorya will he get there? He leaves it for Nas, and he got one more TSM member to miss. It's a pogo from Nas. I love it. Sorry, they get me so excited every time. Why are not more people pogoing? Especially in situations like that. As Nas tried to get that win with 0 boost, there was no other way to do it. AJ cannot stop this one. Jorya will make the goal line save. Nas will send it soaring back the other way. AJ actually a pest already upfield. Looking to try and keep it on offense. Joyas gets a favorable 50. Joyas, he'll be the first back to this ball, but not sure a one-time shot is what he needed to do. With TSM waiting, but it's not really going to matter as they have shut them down for the majority of this game. 13 seconds left to go. A 3-goal lead now as AJ will tap it in. I am feeling pretty good about this round 2. TSM might have gotten a couple, but they're not getting all 3. You know what time it is, chat. Reach down for your Fanta, because M80 is 2-0.